Okay guys, chill. Kita tunggu orang masuk. Alright guys, we are live. Drop in the chat where you guys are tuning in from. Hello everybody. Okay. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Made in My Logo, the podcast where fashion meets culture and technology. I'm Amy, your moderator for today. And today we're diving into how new media, how streetwear brand like SVG Worldwide, which is our brand that we chose for today, is using new media to do more than just sell clothing. They are selling stories, building community, and also representing Malaysia on a global scale. Right. New media isn't just an ads or ads anymore. It's how we relate to each other. And SVG thrives not because they're flashy, but because they listen best. Their audience isn't just buying a lifestyle. Isn't just buying a t-shirt, but actually they're buying into a lifestyle. But before anything, let me introduce our lineup for today, our speaker. We have AIMIE SHAFIEDZA.
Hi everyone.
DAYANA, ELISSA.
Hi everyone.
And last but not least, we have ZULKARNAIN.
Hello.
All right, guys. Before we start our deep dive topic for today, how are you guys feeling? Our speakers, are you guys good?
I'm good. So far so good.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah.
If that's so, great. We shall start with our first segment, first speaker. AIMIE, what's your 2 cents on today's topic?
Okay, so for today's, I will be talking about SVG on TikTok and globalization. So let's begin. And first, let's talk about SVG on TikTok. So SVG's TikTok is more than a social media feed, and it actually serves as their global stage. And the essence of what they're doing is transforming local style into a global movement. And as you all know, new media is fast and interactive unlike traditional media. And TikTok in particular thrives on authenticity and creativity, but not big budgets. And TikTok is used by SVG to establish emotional connections. Their content isn't overly polished, it actually feels genuine. Whether it's a slow motion runway clip by buildings or a video of them introducing in the clothing line, it's storytelling that speaks to the heart of their audience. And it is user-centric content as well. Viewers engage through likes, comments, duets, and share. They talk about it, and the audience doesn't just consume; they also participate. And every time someone from a different country likes a video made in KL, they are helping globalize Malaysian streetwear in real time. That's the power of media. It essentializes influence and puts cultural capital into the hands of the creator. And now let's talk about globalization. What about globalization? So traditionally, globalization was about Western ideas going outward, but TikTok is flipping that script. Today, local cultures are going global, especially when they're amplified by digital platforms. As Vision Worldwide's TikTok doesn't hide its Indonesian roots, it actually embraces them. In the background, you will see famous cattle streets, hear local slang, and see models dressed in hijabs. And despite it being authentically Malaysian, it has a universal appeal. And why do you think is that? Because authenticity travels. TikTok's algorithm doesn't care where you are from, and if your material resonates, it matters. It is no longer necessary for a major streetwear brand to move to New York or Paris in order to gain recognition. They just need a good story, a visual age, and a smartphone, and SVG has all three. So, now for my last part, why do you think local stories go global? It's actually very simple because real stories connect with real people. Whether it's a TikTok of balik kampung or about your mom's nasi lemak, these are not just local experiences. They're actually emotional ones. And emotions, they speak every language. We've seen it with Yuna bringing legends to soul to global music, or Upin and Ipin, an animated show made for local kids that are now heard across Southeast Asia. The digital world has levels of playing field. You don't need a big stage, just a voice, a story, and a platform. So if you are a creator, a student, or an entrepreneur, you should never hide yours. Share your culture because the more local your story is, the more universal it becomes. And that is all from me.
All right. Now for um, the next segment. But before that, I want to ask our chat. Sorry. Let us know what's your current favorite streetwear brand right now. You guys can drop the comment down below, and we'll actually come back to that and um, revisit and read some of the comments. But before that, we can move to our next speaker, Diana.
So, everyone, I'm Dayana. Right, let's get into SVG versus Just Hype. Two very different brands, two very different approaches, but both living in the same digital world. Just Hype is loud, it's fun, it's everywhere, bright, print, with colors, and mass appeal. You see their stuff on TikTok how influencer and educators who want to be seen. And then SPT, on the other hand, it's almost the opposite. They are dark, minimal, and a bit mysterious, and that's exactly what makes them powerful. They are not trying to be loud. They are building a specific world, something raw, gritty, and real. The audience that follow SVG is not chasing trends, they are connecting with a deeper message. So what I love about SVG is how intentional they are. The TikToks are not just looks, they are storytelling. It's a more open vibe. They are not trying to fit in, they are living where they are from and doing it unapologetically. So meanwhile, Just Hype is more about accessibility. It's better for everyone. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't always feel personal. So it comes down to this. Are you rocking a brand because it's everywhere? Or because it says something about you? So Amy, that's all for me for this.
Okay. All right. Let's see if we have some response. Let me check on the comment section. All right. Probably not. It's all right. It seems like our viewers are probably listening, but they're on a drive. But there's no doubt that our viewers have great taste in fashion. I mean, that is why they are our Made in My Local podcast viewers. Um, before anything, I want to say thank you very much to our lineup speaker for today for tuning in and for giving their time and effort. And thank you for everyone that is tuning in too. Oh, okay, we have some response. Actually, we do have some response. I'm Anis Elisha. I'm much like to buy clothes from Freebies. And Nini says the Cap City. Oh, the Cap City, huh? Oh, I like that brand too. See, like I said, our viewers have great taste in fashion, guys. All right, let's move on to our last but not least. Hmm? Oh, oh, sorry. Okay, last but not least, let's okay. Let's continue with Diana's segment 6, which is two different strategies. Take it away.
Okay. So now let's talk about two different strategies. So let's take a closer look how SVG and Just Heart use TikTok differently. So for the SVG, the Malaysian brand uses TikTok as a cultural amplifier, blending cinematic drops, local collabs like Selangor FC, and even social message like their support for Palestine. Their focus is not just going viral, it's about storytelling and emotional connection. So for the Just Heart from the UK, it takes a faster facial route, teen trend challenge, influencer, and six visual. It's all about virality and visibility, not it. Which builds meaning, Just Hype builds momentum. And here's the key difference. Just Hype uses TikTok as a visibility link. It's about staying relevant, being everywhere, to hit. While for SBG, uses TikTok as a cultural platform. TikTok stories build loyalty and represent Malaysia in a way that feels personal. Both strategies are valid. Just Hype keeps the global algorithm. SVG taps into local emotion, and honestly, that says a lot about how branding works in different cultures and how powerful TikTok can be when it's more than just marketing. So that's all from me.
Thank you so much to our speaker, second speaker, Diana Elissa. And okay, let me check one last time before we go to our. Okay, that's the only response. Like I said, I am standing with the opinion that our viewers have great taste. Just saying. Anyways, next and last but not least, our last speaker for today, Arif Zulkarnain. Take it away, Arif.
Hello everyone. Thank you, Diana, our moderator for today. Okay, so my name is Muhammad Arif Zulkarnain, and today I'll be talking about the differences between the brand SVG from Malaysia and Hecate from Indonesia. Okay, let's start with SVG Worldwide from Malaysia. If you're active on Malaysian TikTok, chances that you've come across the video are very high. They're raw, authentic, and super relatable. Their content feels like it was made by own group of friends, casual, full of slang, and totally unfiltered. They often shoot with handheld cameras or phones, keeping it real and grounded in everyday street culture. Okay, SVG's tone is friendly and youthful, often mixing Bahasa Melayu and English, making the audience feel like a part of an inside joke. Okay, their TikTok presence isn't about flexing luxury. It's about celebrating a local streetwear style, affordability, and everyday fashion of youth. And it works because their comment sections are full of people asking where to buy the clothes, tagging friends, and joining in for the fun. For SVG, TikTok community is TikTok is a community to build tools. They're not just promoting a brand, but they're building a movement. However, we switch gears to Hecate Indonesia, and you see a very different approach because Hecate brings a high fashion, editorial style energy to TikTok. Their videos looks more cinematic, polished, and well-edged. You see a dramatic slow motion, moody lighting, and high-quality visuals that feels more like a short film than a typical TikTok videos. Okay, Hecate doesn't speak much in their captions, and that's intentional because they add mysteries to their premium feel. Instead of engaging through humor or relatability, they present a visual approach that's bold, dark, and aspirational. Okay, their content sells attitude, identity, exclusivity, while SVG invites you with a, for example, bro, check this out vibe. However, Hecate keeps you at arm's length. Okay, making you want to be part of something that out of reach, out of your league. Their TikTok strategy is about positioning the brand as a status symbol. I'm sorry, something that represents rebellion, style, and confidence. Okay, if SVG is your cool best friend at Pavilion, Hecate is the mysterious figure walking along in the city at midnight, and both are equally powerful in their own lane. However, those two companies have different new media strategies. I will explain to you company by company. I start with SVG. This Malaysian streetwear this Malaysian streetwear brand really knows how to ride the wave of TikTok trends. They jump on viral challenges, use popular sounds, and collaborate with a wide range of creators. For example, Bulan Bintang and Super Sunday and One Plus Two. All both are from local brands. And even they even collab from a local brand in Japan called Aegis recently. Okay, it's a smart move because Malaysia has a huge TikTok user base, mostly young people like us, Gen Zs. So this helps SVG reach a massive audience fast. But SVG doesn't just stop at making fun videos. They also use TikTok's shopping features like TikTok Shop and live streams to sell their clothes directly on the app. So it's not just getting views, it's about turning attention into real sales. TikTok is a real key channel for them, both for marketing and retail. Okay, now let's talk about Hecate from Indonesia. They take a totally different approach instead of chasing viral trends. Hecate focus on artistic storytelling and a mystical alternative vibe. Their content is actively curated with dark, moody visuals and theme appeal to niche subcultures. Hecate is also more selective with collaborations. They only work with creators who really understand their unique style and vision. And unlike SVG, Hecate doesn't push hard on TikTok's shopping features. Their main goal is to build a loyal community and deepen their brand identity. So, to sum it up, SVG's TikTok is all about wide reach, fast growth, and converting hype into sales. Meanwhile, Hecate uses TikTok to connect deeply with a smaller, passionate audience and focusing on authenticity and storytelling. However, both brands shows us how to use TikTok different ways in a different ways depending on your brand and audience and especially your vision. Whether you want to go big and viral like XVG or keep it niche and authentic like Hecate, the key is knowing your vibe and sticking to it. That's all for my part. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Arif. Sorry. Okay, let me try that again. All right, thank you, Arif. Is that okay? Is my audio okay? Better? Arif, if it's okay, please do not. If it's okay? Okay. All right. That was such a great conversation from our lineup speaker for today. And big thanks to everyone that is tuning in. Just now, we just hit 12 viewers. It's probably the biggest that my YouTube channel have reached. Anyways, let's see the comments. Nini said, Bulan Bintang got great clothing, life for females. Yes, true. And Patricia said yes. Okay, that's okay. Thank you for engaging, guys. And but before we end things, because we're almost at the end, how are you guys feeling after all the discussion? Do you guys feel like it's so nice to see brand like SVG now reaching such a global reach? Arif, what's your take? How do you feel like seeing, because I feel like you like the brand SVG, so how do you feel seeing SVG reaching this much?
Well, to be honest, I am very proud of our own local brand goes internationally because I've been a streetwear in I can say so many years, and not a lot of our small local brands that can reach international as how SVG is nowadays. Therefore, I hope there are many other small local brands that can uh what we say learn from SVG and try to go big, try to go worldwide. That's all.
All right. All right. I think that is all. And for our viewers, thank you so much again. And thank you so much to our lineup for tuning in, for giving effort, and just being here today with me. And keep following Made in My local podcast and tag your favorite local brands. We might see you guys next time. We might not. We never know. And let's keep hyping what's ours. Thank you very much, guys. Bye bye.